Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2 channel. And this is your match review of Japan 1, Croatia 1. As Croatia go through on penalties, what was it, 3-1 I think it was, or 4-1 or something like that. I kind of forgot. But yeah, pathetic penalties. Let's just not even, waste time here. Like, them penalties were an absolute joke, bruv. All of the misses, like, when I couldn't believe it. But, we'll get to that a bit later on. Look, Croatia go through. The experience is probably the reason why they're through. It was obviously a tough game for them. Japan have genuinely looked like a good side that could give anyone a tough time. And look, fair play to them. I don't think people even expected them to even get out of their group in the first place, let alone finish top. So I think on that achievement alone, I think their nation and the players, the manager, the staff, everyone should be proud of them, man. I'm proud of them, and I'm not even Japanese, but I can sit here and say I'm proud of that team because they put up a good fight, man, in today's game. And look, obviously, they'd gone 1-0 up, which is something they ain't regularly done. I'm pretty sure that was the first time they done that in this tournament because the Germany game they went 1-0 down, the Costa Rica game they went 1-0 down, the Spain game they went 1-0 down. This time they went 1-0 up off a well worked corner. Obviously between the players, ball gets put in. Japanese player wins the ball, and then Maeda is there to put it in the back of the net. And like I said, go watch the goal again. It was really a good goal. Well worked corner. So yeah, fair play to them in terms of that. And they go into the half 1-0 up. Look, I didn't even watch some of the game, to be fair. I did miss the first half, to be fair, so I can only base what I say on in terms of like what I hear or what I'd seen in terms of highlights and stuff like that. I did watch the second half though, and it looked like Croatia had stepped their game up. A couple of their players needed to step up after probably a poor first half for the majority of them. Lovren, fair play to him, puts in a great ball in, and Perisic, man. Yeah, Perisic, that brother's made for like World Cup football, man. And he also scores a bullet header. I mean, what a header from the position he's in. To the fact that he's backing away from goal as well, and he had the ability to just turn his head and direct the ball into the bottom corner. Really good header, man. I can't lie. That header was proper class, man. And yeah, you think to yourself, cool. They're probably gonna now step it up, but they didn't really step it up after that. I felt like the game was a bit tense. It was a bit mediocre, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like overall, it was a decent game of football based on what I had seen. But yeah, it looked like to me that both teams, I think, as the game went on, just accepted that this is probably gonna go to extra time. But to be fair to both teams, at periods during extra time, they did actually go for it. They actually did try to get the winner. Like, I know the manager made some questionable decisions, like taking Modric off. He took off Kovacic. He took off Perisic, and you think to yourself, "Wow, you're taking these guys off when you could be in a penalty shootout." But I guess the goalkeeper, Livkovic or Livakovic, it's something like that. Yeah, I may have butchered his name, but yeah, fair play to him, man, for the saves. But yeah, like I said, throughout the whole game, based on what I had seen and what I had heard, it looked tense. It looked like both teams probably stepped up when they needed to. For Japan, it was Matoma who was trying to make things happen for Japan, and then obviously for Croatia, it was Perisic who was pretty much running the show from an attacking point of view for Croatia today. So you have to sit there and say fair play. Like I said, the manager made questionable decisions to take off Kovacic, to take off Modric, potentially when you're going to penalties or when you need a goal and you take off your talisman. But you know what? He was brave, man, and knew his goalkeeper had a plan for him. When it comes to the penalties in general, like, I've forgotten their names, but I think Yoshida missed one, and it was Minamino. The first one off Minamino. I mean, can I just say, I think with all three penalty misses that Japan missed, yeah, it's like the run-ups were kind of pathetic, I have to say. There was no confidence in the run-ups. There was no venom or power put into the shots as well. That first one was the worst one, for Japan at least, because the worst penalty in general was Lavaja or Lavaha. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I butchered his name, but the Croatian player, that has a J in his name. I'm pretty sure it's him. That penalty there was absolutely horrendous. I mean, I know Japan missed three, but none of those three were worse than the one that the Croatia player missed. I mean, the guy just walked. I even laughed, bro. I saw the replay after the game, and I honestly laughed my head off because it was that funny, but at the same time, it was so bad. It was actually so bad. It was actually pathetic, really. And then, like I said, Japan. I mean, the three penalties. Like, come on, you gotta have more venom, have more confidence. I guess they were nervous. I guess, in a position like this, you really rely on experience and you count on experience. And look, Croatia have been here before, man. The last tournament, I'm pretty sure they got to I think in two of the three games leading up to the final, they won on penalties. Russia, they won on penalties, and Denmark, they won on penalties in 2018. And England, they won on extra time, I'm pretty sure. So Croatia have been here before, man. They've been here before. They'll do what means necessary to get the job done, man. And they got the job done. And, they go through to the quarterfinals where they'll face either Brazil or South Korea. The penalties that Croatia had scored, they were solid pens, decent penalties. Brozovic's was very good. Pasalic was a great pen as well. So, yeah, man, you just have to say fair play to Croatia. It was probably a 50-50 game. A draw is probably fair. It probably deserved to go to penalties. I find it very ironic that people are complaining about the fact that it's gone to extra time and you want to bin off extra time, but then at the same time, you guys complain when FIFA or UEFA change up the rules or when they decide to go to a new direction. It's just like, are you guys gonna like be consistent in what you're saying? They go to extra time, deal with it. Like, it is what it is. Like, yes, I would probably prefer to go to penalties, but I'm not gonna complain about the fact that it could go to extra time because there's a chance for both teams to potentially get a winner here and avoid penalties. And both teams, in periods of this extra time, went for it. Croatia, in the end, last 5 minutes of that extra time for Croatia, they went for it. Japan, in the first half of extra time, they tried to go for it with that counter attack. There was a shot that went straight to the goalkeeper. So I don't like it when people contradict themselves and look a bit hypocritical when they complain, oh, we shouldn't have this, we should bin it off. But then when change happens, it's like, oh, why change it? You should have stuck to it. It's like, stop. And I'm talking about the BBC here. I'm mainly talking about the BBC. The commentators, Jermaine Genius and his co-commentator, and then the gantry with Gary Lineker, Rio and Alan Shearer complaining about it. It's like, stop doing this shit. I'm tired of it. And people just in football do this in general. Like, bro, when a decision is made by UEFA or FIFA to get rid of something that's in the game and leave it forever and just not have it again, you lot complain. But then when they add something new to it, everyone wants to complain again. I just don't get it. It's like, you want to bin off extra times. Why? Anyway, I'm not going to have a rant about this. I ain't going to waste my time or yours. All I'm saying is congratulations to Croatia. They make the quarterfinals. They will face either Brazil or South Korea in the quarterfinals. It will most likely be Brazil. Neymar is back, so looking forward to seeing that game of football. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later on tonight for that review. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below. Like I said, congratulations to Japan for making it this far, and unlucky to them. And obviously congrats to Croatia for making it through to the quarterfinals. So yeah, it's looking like a good quarterfinal matchup so far based on what we've seen, man. Netherlands, will face Argentina, and it looks like Croatia will face most likely Brazil, although do not count out South Korea. But yeah, we'll see tonight what happens. I'll see you lot then. Have a good one. Peace.